good, YouTube? You know what? Let's get straight into it. I have 100 of those bad boys. We just get straight into it, man. And man, I hope you guys been having a good World Cup campaign or good World Cup watch, whatever you want to call it. These past couple of days, the round of 16 has been amazing. It's been perfect. I'm not even gonna say who I've been supporting, because some of you guys might not like this whatsoever. And I'm still a little bit sick though. I'm getting better though. Well, I'm not really sick. I'm just more like congested for the most part, like my throat. But I feel like that's more for my screaming and whatnot. But the round of 16 has been beautiful for me. So Brazil versus Norway. I was going for Norway since the beginning. I've been said Norway was my dark horse. I can't even talk right now. I've been saying Norway has been my dark horse since the beginning of this tournament, and they have been showing up. They have been going crazy. Nobody can deny that. And I just feel like Holland, Mbappe, and Messi has been going crazy. There's no debating that. No debating that. Before I comment on the games that I watched, I want to say for the future games that's coming up, Morocco versus France. Obviously, France has a super team. Nobody like Olise. Olise is about to no. Olise by the next World Cup is 100% gonna break Lionel Messi World Cup assist in the next World Cup as long as he doesn't get injured, and that's a fact, 100%. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's already on like 5, and I think Messi just broke the record today, so I think Messi's on 9 assists if I'm not confused. But Olise could definitely break that record next World Cup. And honestly, next World Cup is gonna be scary because obviously, by the way, we're just gonna skip anything that isn't like a promo card. But what I was gonna say was what was I saying? Next World Cup is gonna be scary because honestly, Argentina most likely, and I think 100% is not gonna have Messi next World Cup. So without Messi next World Cup, Argentina needs to get their stuff together. I think they'll be in good faith, but do I see them potentially, like I said, potentially if Argentina can win this World Cup, do I see them next World Cup making a three-peat? No. No. Unless Paz. No, the dude that played for Como. I seen him play versus Jordan, and honestly, if he can take the role of look at the goat Messi. If he can take the role of Messi, I feel like Argentina could be in a good hand. And as long as the striker position or the forwards up top, like Alvarez, could turn up, Lautaro Martinez, I don't know how old he is. I think, but whatever, right? But enough of that. Morocco versus France, honestly, I think the whole world is predicting France to win. Obviously, you can't really bet against that. Obviously, the last World Cup in the semifinals, it was France versus Morocco, and then we all know the result. And honestly, this France team is 10 times better than the last World Cup, and I think that's a fact. Olise, Mbappe, those two, those two has been my best. Well, those two has been the best players for France, and that's a fact, 100%. Those two right there has been the best two players for France. Obviously, you got Barcola scoring, Dembele scoring, Doué scoring, but Mbappe and Olise, those two have been the best two players for France this World Cup, and that's a fact. Morocco has been having a good campaign as well too. Has been having a great campaign as well too. Obviously, versus the game versus Scotland, they tied up, which honestly, Scotland was pretty much the worst group. I mean, pretty much the worst team in that group. I know Haiti. didn't win or nothing like that. But the game versus Scotland, I feel like they should have won that, especially with some missed calls. But enough of that. But Morocco has been playing pretty good. Obviously, they had Canada, which I think most people would have already automatically assumed that Morocco was going to beat Canada. I don't think nobody was even like debating that. And I wasn't really rooting for neither team in those two, Morocco versus Canada. I probably was favoring more Canada just because of Morocco, what they did in the AFCON, and then them taking away the towels, and then after the game ended, I seen a bunch of stuff which honestly looked pretty horrible. Looked pretty horrible. But Morocco versus Canada, I didn't really have any favoritism, but I probably would have preferred Canada to win. But I think everybody knew Morocco was already going to beat them. And then France versus Paraguay, honestly, that has been France's worst game. That has been their worst game. And honestly, that game itself is a bit concerning versus the game versus France versus Morocco. Just simply because if they, obviously, Morocco's a much better team than Paraguay. I think anybody can really say that right now. If they play like how they played against Paraguay, France, they're gonna have a big problem with Morocco. I don't know. I heard that Sabardi was injured. I don't know if he's gonna be able to play for that game. I think most likely he will. But France versus Morocco, I think France is gonna win, and I think everybody is favoring France to win because of the other side of the bracket. Most people are haters of Argentina, which I'm gonna let you know now. Messi, that's my goat. That's my goat. That's my goat. Okay. My goat. My goat. But yeah, so I think France should beat Morocco 100%. Right? And then on that side, you have Spain versus Belgium, which it was Spain versus Portugal. And I'm gonna keep it 100% honest with you guys. I wanted Spain to win 100%. 130 million%. I wanted for Spain to win. Am I a Ronaldo hater? No. But do I like Ronaldo? No. The stuff that he's been saying, his fans are literally the most, not all his fans, but a lot of his fans, especially if you guys are on Twitter and you see some of those people on Twitter, like, what's his name? I think he even took out the Portugal flag. And honestly, it's a bit sad that now that Ronaldo is done with Portugal, a lot of these fans that were fans of Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously supported Portugal. Now that Ronaldo's not playing no more, they no longer supporting Portugal, and that is just like ridiculous. Once Messi leaves Argentina, I'ma still be rooting for Argentina. I'ma still be rooting for Argentina, 100%. And like I said, Norway has been my dark horse. So if Argentina can't get the job done, I will hope and I will be rooting for Norway. But regardless of Argentina, I'm gonna still support them. Honestly, I support South American teams. I support South American teams. The CONMEBOL, that's my conference. I will support most teams from that. But like I was saying, Spain versus Portugal, 100%. I wanted Portugal to get out of there. Bye bye. All these CR7 fans, they can complain about Messi all they want, but their goat has never won a World Cup and never will win a World Cup. And honestly, what Ronaldo's been saying these past couple of days, well, these past days after losing, freaking pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. You guys heard what he said? You guys heard what he said? No. Talking about first of all, the Euros in what 2018, if I'm not mistaken, or 16, 18, 18, right? First of all, that campaign, if I'm not confused, at max that I could think of, max he only had like 4 goals, max, max, right? Then on top of that, if I remember correctly, he got subbed off. I can't remember his name. I cannot remember his name, and I'm not even gonna try to like think about it because I don't want to hurt my head. If it wasn't for him, Portugal wouldn't have. No, it was him. He's the reason Portugal. Ooh, a promo card finally. Hold up. What flag do we see? This is a French German player, if I'm not mistaken, right? No. Yeah, that is Carrasco. Whatever. No, what? Yeah, he's pathetic. He is pathetic. I'm not gonna lie. If the rumors are true, he has to. If the rumors are true, he did not want to take a penalty kick versus Paraguay. And Ta, the center back for Bayern Munich, he took it since all his other teammates were scared to take it. And honestly, that is pathetic from a player like that. That is pathetic. A disgrace that you're scared to take a penalty kick for your country. But back to what I was saying, yes, CR7, man. I'm glad that he's gone. Also, too, what he said that what was it, the last Ballon d'Or or whatever, which one it was? He said that he was outscoring these strikers like Haaland and Mbappe. Dude, you're in the Saudi league. You're in the Saudi league. But anyways, he. I'm glad that he's gone. I'm glad Spain got the job done versus them. I'm happy. Belgium versus USA. Honestly, there's nothing to really say about the USA. They played horrible. Christian Pulisic, LeBron James of USA did absolutely nothing. Nothing. Tillman, oh my God, that free kick was beautiful. 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 Amazing. No complaint about that. So now it's going to be Belgium versus Spain. Low key. Low key. I would like Belgium to beat Spain. Is it going to happen? Maybe not. Who would I prefer to see win? Belgium. Shout out to Lamine Mall. Ooh, another promo card. Another promo card. Who? Another German player, I think, or Italian player, or just not even know Italian player. So wait, oh no, for a second I thought the Ivory Coast. For a second, I don't know why I thought it was. Never mind, Ivory Coast. He's not worth anything too, so I'm not even gonna worry about him. But like I was saying, I think I want Belgium to win. Honestly, is Spain gonna win? Yes. Do I have anything against Spain? No. But do I want to see Belgium make history? Hell yeah. If France was to beat Morocco, like I said, you can't just automatically predetermine who's gonna win. But if France beat Morocco, who has a better chance of beating France? Belgium or Spain? 100% Spain. But at the end of the day, this is football. Anything can happen. Who would I like to see win? Belgium. Who is gonna win? Spain. Okay, that's on that side of the bracket. It should be France versus Spain. But I would prefer to see France versus Belgium, and hopefully Belgium could probably do an upset and make history. On the opposite side, England versus Norway. First of all, I was hate watching Mexico, 100%. Was I happy that Mexico lost? 110%. I was happy Mexico lost. Why? Because the Mexican fans, same with the England fan, are literally some of the most delusional people ever. Obviously, the Mexican people have the most passion out of almost every country, but they're not top 10 teams in the world. Not even remotely close. They will have a lot to do to get to that level. And honestly, next World Cup, Mexico get some of the what's his name? Do that play for the Saudi League? Quinones, Julian Quinones, whatever his name is. If he gets more help, honestly, if they build a team around him, honestly, Mexico could go crazy. But I was happy Mexico lost. Was I rooting for either Mexico or England? Honestly, it was between it's coming home or it was between delusional Mexicans. And at that point, I was thinking about it. Low key, I did want Mexico to win, even though I was hate watching. But the reason why I wanted them to win is so Norway can have an easier opponent. Because Mexico versus Norway, Norway would have been 100% a much easier opponent versus playing England. But that, I'm not even gonna lie, that game was crazy. That game was crazy. Insane. It was a great game. Nobody's gonna deny that. Beautiful performance. Beautiful game. Bellingham, Jude Bellingham, been going crazy. He's been going crazy. So, and Harry Kane, honestly, I was ready for Harry Kane because I love Harry Kane, honestly. A lot of those players from Bayern Munich, even though Bayern Munich is not my team is Liverpool, 100% of Liverpool. But I've really been enjoying Bayern Munich. So, mostly anybody from that team, I just like and support. I don't like, well, I do like friends, but not enough to like root for them because they're just an all-star team. But Elise, I love Elise. He's a great player. Harry Kane, a great player. But yeah, I was 100% rooting for England to win. But that was a great game. Nobody's gonna deny that. Brazil versus Norway. I was rooting for Norway, 100%. Even though I did say I support Konabo, I had to root for Norway. Like I want to see history. Like I want to see history. Their campaign has been probably way much more better than people even expected. A lot of people probably expected freaking Norway to not make it this far how they have been. And honestly, what they've been doing is history. History. Nobody can deny that. Nobody can take that away. It's literally history. What Holland is doing right now for Norway with 7 goals, it's literally nobody can deny it. Nobody can deny it. Nobody can say nothing about it. What he's doing for Norway is much more better than what Mbappe is doing for France, what Messi is doing for Argentina, what I was gonna say the dude's name from Spain. Because obviously Lamine Yamal has not been their best performer. Their best performer has been. I wish I knew how to say his name, or I mispronounced it. The only know the dude with the O, the dude with the O. What's his name? With the O, I can't think of his name. The dude that played for Real Sociedad, Real Sociedad, yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, Brazil versus Norway. I was 100% rooting for Norway, and I'm glad they won 2-0. Holland is literally a beast, literally a freaking beast, a beast. Norway versus England. Who am I rooting for? Norway, 100%, 110%. If Norway could beat England, they literally are they literally are having one of the best World Cup runs of all time. Honestly, because nobody expected them to get that far. Nobody expected them to get that far. And Holland is just a beast. But playing versus England is not an easy team to beat. It's not an easy team to beat, honestly. So Norway is gonna have a lot to deal with. Could I see them winning? 100%. I like Holland. I'm rooting for Holland, and I want him to keep going. Obviously, Holland is not the only one that's performing for that team. Like the game before, with the Ivory Coast, literally, what's his name, Musa, that plays for RP Leipzig, if I'm not mistaken, literally scored a beautiful goal. Odegaard, obviously, besides him being an Arsenal player, he has been a good captain. And the goalkeeper last game versus Brazil, beautiful. Blocked the first penalty. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I'm definitely 100% rooting for Norway to make it far. Now, Argentina versus Switzerland. And I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I've been supporting Argentina since 2000 and since I've been deep into football and actually was able to sit down and watch games per games per games per games. I've been rooting for Argentina. I was able to watch majority of the games, not a majority. I've been able to watch quite a few games with the Argentina back in 2014 campaign. I literally had a haircut that I literally have the photo saved. I had a haircut and it had Messi on top of the back of my head. So I've been supporting Argentina since the beginning. Argentina is my team. I don't care what people are crying about on Twitter, social media. Oh, Argentina is corrupted. Oh, you can cry all you want. You can complain all you want. First of all, before I talk about, I know people have been complaining. Oh, Argentina has it easy. So on and so on and so on and so on. Right? And majority of those haters, right? This is the reason why I wanted Cristiano Ronaldo to lose. His fan base is literally toxic, toxic, and no matter what, they are gonna go against Messi in Argentina, no matter what. It's not only them. Don't get me wrong. It's more people that are not against. I mean, that are not rooting for Argentina and are against them. But 100%, a lot of those fans are Cristiano Ronaldo fans, and obviously if Argentina loses, they're gonna be happy no matter what. But at the end of the day, you can't take away what Messi has been doing for Argentina. Whether you like him, dislike him, you cannot. Literally, Ronaldo has done nothing for Portugal in the last couple of years. Yes, they won the Nation Leagues on penalty. Is the Nation League the Euros? Hell no. Not even on a close scale. It is. Not whatsoever. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Not at all. But, and I know people have been complaining about, oh, Argentina has easy and this and that. Okay. The group stages, I could understand to the extent of just like the group that they was in compared to other people. I could definitely understand that. I could see that. And this is me just comparing another group, aka the group of Portugal. Besides Portugal and Colombia, Portugal literally all they had to do was get first or second place. Could they have got first place? 100% if they were able to beat Colombia. Not even that. If they was able to beat DR Congo, they could have honestly been in first place or something. But did they? No. They tied up against them. Okay, cool. And I'm not confused. I think DR Congo had a much has a much lower what you call it, lower FIFA ranking compared to the other teams that Argentina played. Besides maybe like Jordan, because Austria. Let me put this out. Austria and Algeria are 100% like what top 40 teams. 100%. I'm definitely gonna skip this part. So let me just shut up real quick. You know what? It don't matter anyways. We'll do it like that. I'm just gonna fill it all. I'm just trying to clear this out. I know I shouldn't be wasting cards like this. I would have put 83s, but I'm not gonna just waste it. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. That should give us like what? Yeah, that should give us more than enough space to. You know what? No. I already put the 84 in there. That should give us more than enough. Man, obviously didn't take that long, so I might. But enough of the Argentina versus Portugal. Okay. Cape Verde versus Argentina. Honestly, that game, whether you're a fan or a hater, that game literally was amazing. 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 Cape Verde almost made history. Almost beat the reigning, defending, undisputed world champions of the world, Argentina. They almost beat them. Going back to back goals. Honestly, Cape Verde didn't let me open that up. Whatever, that's okay. Cape Verde even being that close head to toe to Argentina was not surprising. They literally tied up versus Spain. Literally tied up versus Uruguay. They literally tied up. No, don't nobody care about Saudi Arabia. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Saudi Arabia. No disrespect, but don't nobody care about you guys. Like, no, but any freaking genius could have told you you guys were never winning the World Cup. I'm sorry. Any genius could have told you that. Any genius could have told you that. But yeah, just them tying up against Spain and Uruguay. And honestly, this is one thing I would say about Cape Verde. If Cape Verde could get more on the forward attack instead of just trying to defend and defend and defend. Honestly, like, because they play a low block. I think everybody knows that. If they can start going for the game more instead of just, trying to defend the lead or just trying to defend or get a tie, they can make it far next World Cup campaign if they can qualify, which I think they should. Well, no, because the thing is, right, their goalkeeper has literally been their star player. You guys gotta understand, their goalkeeper is like 41 years old. Can we really see him in the next World? I keep opening these. Can we really see him in the next World Cup? Nah, I think he's gonna be way too no, he's way too old for it. Nah, I don't mean that as a disrespect, but he's way too old. He's not getting back to the World Cup. I'm sorry. And the reason why I say it because I feel like their goalkeeper has been one of the main reasons why they have made it this far. Obviously, versus the game versus Spain, literally when everybody seen that, everybody was thinking, "Oh no, Spain is literally washed. Spain is literally this and that." Like, and Uruguay, honestly, Uruguay, I'm disappointed in Uruguay. I'm honestly 100% disappointed in Uruguay. Uruguay, I'm disappointed in you guys. I understand you guys didn't beat Cape Verde, which honestly, Cape Verde tied up against Spain. They made history. But the fact that you guys, like Cape Verde versus Saudi Arabia, could have Cape Verde won that game? Most likely, yeah. Did they win? No. Is anybody like mad about that? No. So when people talk about Cape Verde and they run, they most of the time dismiss Saudi Arabia. Most of the time they dismiss it. They talk about Spain and Uruguay. Because don't nobody, like, what? I'm not even going to disrespect Saudi Arabia. But Cape Verde, if they can get more under, they could do more attacking instead of defending all the time, they could definitely get somewhere. 110% they can get somewhere. But at the end of the day, Cape Verde versus Argentina was literally historic. Literally, it was one of those games that you just had to watch. Now, Egypt versus Argentina. Now we're gonna. I'm not even gonna hold you guys. That game is gonna be a game that people are gonna be talking about for a good minute, just simply because of the refereeing decisions and what happened and so on and so on. Which I could understand the frustrations of some people, especially Ronaldo haters. Messi haters. At the end of the day, Egypt were up 2-0. 2-0 regardless. Now that disallowed goal, I know it's a bit of controversy. Like, oh, that happened way back. Oh, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You still were up 2-0. What minute did Argentina score? Like in the 78th, 9th minute? Okay, 2-1. Okay, 2-1. And then 2-2. Messi with the rebound. There was literally a play where it was 4 Egypt players versus 2 Argentina players. Literally, it was a 4v2. But thanks to Paredes with that beautiful defending, stop Egypt from potentially scoring again. But if they could have done much better on that 2 versus 4, they could have literally won the game there. So they had no excuse to cry about anything. They could have won the game right there and then. Did they? No. No, they didn't. So they can cry about it all they want. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You guys had a shot. You guys didn't take it. And you lost. Now, do I feel like Argentina gets more calls? Uh, yeah. Not even. Argentina literally has been playing quite horrible. And I'll be completely honest with you guys. They have been playing quite horrible. If it wasn't for Messi being on that team, Argentina wouldn't be anywhere right now. And that's a fact. That's a fact. So, oh, yeah, I want Norway to beat England and Argentina to beat Switzerland. So, yep. Anyways, I opened up 100. When you got 2 promo cards? That was literally horrible. At least I got to talk to you about my World Cup predictions on this and that, this and that. Anyways, I'll be trying to post more because tomorrow there's no World Cup games and the World Cup is about to end. So I should be able to post more. Anyways, talk to you guys soon. I hope you guys enjoyed and bye bye.